everybody, welcome back to my channel and to Shami's kitchen to be exact. So if it is that it's your first time joining us at Unity Allen, I just want to tell you thank you, we appreciate it. And if it is that you are returning, we thank you just the same for keeping tuned to our channel. So today in Shami's kitchen, I am going to be making beef lasagna. I don't eat beef, but the kids are here and my husband and everybody, and I couldn't decide what to cook for dinner. So I'm going with beef lasagna and then I'll prepare something for myself. So I have my ground beef. I have my raw ground beef here. I have the Arbella lasagna. I have the mozzarella, and this is the Midland, and it's the stretchy one that I'm using, so it's not the shredded mozzarella. And I'm also using the mild cheddar. I'm going to be shredding this. I have my traditional ricotta cheese. I have my parm, and then of course my favorite Prego, and I am using the one that is flavored with meat. For my veggies that will be in the beef, I am going to be using green bell peppers, some onions, and some scallion. For my seasoning, to seasoning this ground beef, I'm using Cajun season. I'm using paprika, garlic powder, all-purpose seasoning, salt and pepper, and some oregano. I'm also going to be using parsley. I'm also going to be using some parsley flakes, but this is for the cheese. So what I'm going to do first is to just show you how I'm going to be seasoning the meat. I have my pasta. I put some of the pasta in the pot already and it's boiling and just getting those cooked and on the way. Then I'm going to season the meat. So as I said, I'm going to do this meat first and then the cheese after. So I have the ground beef, and I am going to season this. My herbs, you can call them herbs. Normally I would saute this. I think I am still going to saute this. Just leave that. I'm gonna get a little spoon. I don't want a lot of seasoning. Some salt and pepper. For measurement, just sprinkle until you hear your ancestors tell you to stop. I'm not going with any particular measurement here. As I said, I don't eat beef, so I'm just winging this right now. That's the paprika that is in. Let me get some of my Cajun season. I'm basically using a baby spoon, Israel spoon, and 1 spoon of each. 1 baby spoon, that is. I'm gonna grab my oregano. I don't want a lot of this. Just a little for the ground beef, like half of the baby spoon. I'm not going to use the parsley in the ground beef. And then sprinkle little garlic powder, not a lot because I don't want it too garlicky, as if I am going to taste it anyways. And then I'm just going to combine all of this. Oh, I forgot my all-purpose. Shake, shake, shake until your ancestors tell you to stop. That's about right. And I am seasoning this to the best of my ability. I'm not going to taste it, so I hope it is not that bland or yeah. So I have my bell peppers here that I am going to saute in the oil before. Yeah, it looks seasoned enough. I think my ancestors are talking to me again. ancestors if you add 1 more spoon of each. So may I follow the ancestors and add 1 more spoon of each. Well, except for the garlic powder, that is. And then come back with the all-purpose, and sister said stop. So that's done. So I am just blending it in the best as I can. Seasoned my ground beef. Now you can always get your ground beef in your local supermarket. You don't have to go and purchase beef and grind it yourself. You can get this in your local supermarket. So yeah, that looks about seasoned. So yeah, it looks seasoned. It looks like it there everywhere. So now I'm going to move on. Let me set this aside, and then I am going to move to the cheese. My cheese mixture off with the main, and it's the ricotta as usual. As I said, you can get this in your local supermarket. I'm using most of this ricotta. I don't think I'll need more than that amount. What I am going to do now, this is where I need the parsley. So I am grabbing some of the parsley, 1 spoon, and I'm using the dry parsley flakes. So 1 spoon of that. Then I am going to get my Parmesan cheese. I love me some parm. And I'm not going to use a lot of the Parmesan cheese, because I am also going to be using the cheddar, the mild cheddar that is, and the mozzarella. So I am actually going to measure the Parmesan that I am going to be using. 2 tablespoons of Parmesan. And this is the grated one, that is. So that's 1. Kind of lumpy. 2. And then salt and pepper. And I am going to take my mild cheddar. I have it in the block. I'm gonna grab a little peeler and just get some in it. Not a lot, just some. So yeah, that amount. And combine, as you can see. I think I'm going to add some more mild cheddar. I'm going to just grate some more. With that mild cheddar. Oh my, that's a big lump. I just break off 1 lump. So yeah. And I am going to do the same with the mozzarella. Not a lot of the mozzarella, because I'm going to be using it as a layer. So I don't want a lot of it. And as I said, it's the stretchy mozzarella, and it will give the stretch. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of this mozzarella. It's the stretchy one. About that much for the cheese. I am trying my best to kind of get it. It's going to melt. Just dice it up in some chunks, because it will melt. And I prefer using mozzarella in my lasagna because it gives it that stretchy texture when it is that you are cutting or slicing your lasagna to serve it. It gives it that stretchy texture that I like to see. Even though I'm not going to be eating this, but a girl can't do something and it's not done properly. I'm going to add some more parsley to this. 1 more spoon. Yeah, I'm gonna take those pasta from the pot and get my pan and start layering. So now I am going to be doing the beef. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I have my oil there. I am going to saute these bell peppers. Saute these bell peppers. Just to get them kind of crystallized. And the oil. All those green peppers are in. And I have the beef right here. It's all seasoned. And I'll just go ahead and put in this ground beef. And my stove is on medium heat right now, in case you are wondering. Because I don't want a lot of oil, and this will consume the oil, and it's on medium heat so it can simmer the correct way. I'm gonna have to get one of those folks to come and test the beef when it is cooked. So I'm just going to try and separate this as best as I can. And leave it in the pot for about 10 minutes or until my tester comes and says it's cooked. So, because as I declared, I don't eat beef, so I have my nephew Tajay here tasting. He's my tester to tell me whether or not this is cooked before I move on. Good? Alright then, thank you. So okay people, I have my ground beef. It's cooked. What I'm going to do now is to combine it with the Prego meat sauce. Ooh, the pop. 1, 2, 3, 4 spoons. I'm going to use this again. So I have 4 spoons in, and what I am going to do is to just mix this all together. Mix it all together. This seems like a lot of meat for the actual lasagna. Another thing, I forgot my lasagna on the stove and some of them are broken, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. Adding some more. And I also went ahead and I grated some of the mild cheddar, and I tried my best to slice, but because it's so stretchy, it's hard to slice the mozzarella. So that's that. Let me get this out of the way, and then I am going to start the process of applying the layers. So I no longer need this. What I need is a spoon. I am going to be using the same spoon that I used just now. and a spoon for this. So I have my baking. As I said, some of the lasagna got mixed up, so I'm working with a smaller tin today. Normally I would use the loaf pan, that big loaf pan for it, but I don't have that today. So what I am going to do first is to just get a little bit of the sauce and layer the pan. Not a lot. Normal people would use the cooking spray, but I tend to use this when I make my lasagna to layer, to grease the pan, because it actually adds flavor to the crust, the end crust, right? So that's why I use that. So first thing first, as I said, most of these got all, this is hot, it is still hot, so I'm going to have to make do. Whew, this is hot, man. I should have let it cool some more. I thought it was cool. So I am layering. I'm trying to get my first layer of lasagna in. People, allow this to cool before you actually do it, alright? But because I am going to have to prepare food for myself after, this is a bit rough. I'm going to grab the scissors and cut. This one is too long. So what may I perform right now is some clothing and textile business, because I'm patching. Is it clothing and textile? I don't know. So that's that, the first layer. I'm going to add some of the cheese to this one. This will not be a lot of layers because I ruined some of the lasagna. Hold it together when you're applying it. You want to get it all in. My son, let me use this spoon. The spoon tends to spread it better. So you can see the chunks from the what do you call it, the mild cheddar that I had. And this is melted, it's going to be yummy. So I like to double up, right? So instead of putting on another layer of lasagna now, I am going to add some beef, as I like to double up, as I said. And then because I have all this beef, it smells good, you know, but too bad I don't eat this thing, but it actually smells nice. I guess it's the spices that I used that's making this thing smell so nice. Normally I don't like the smell of beef, but I guess these spices, camouflage, all of that. You can use whatever you want in your lasagna and personalize it. It's yours. At the end of the day, you're going to eat it. As I said, when I make this, I mostly use chicken and bacon for my lasagna. And sometimes I use jerk sausages. So I have that layered. I'm going to put a next layer of lasagna, which is another task up ahead. Ooh. As me say, most of mine break up in the pot because I remember it, so it kind of boil too much. So I basically patch this together. Oh my, Israel is awake. Get a piece of this. People, normally this would have eaten, honestly, but I forgot the lasagna. I stepped out for a while, not remembering that I had the lasagna in the pot. So that's what happened when you're doing so many things and you have all these kids. So now I am hot. I am going to apply some of my grated cheese first thing in this layer. And this is the grated mild cheddar. So my pan practically are full up right now. I think I only have this last layer because, as I say, most of my pasta got ruined because it's overcooked. I'm going to put the rest of the beef, being that I will not be able to add another layer. All of this beefy goodness. Honestly, I don't know how people eat even beef patty, you know, with beef and cheese. I mean, I don't get this combination. This is the only thing I don't think I'll ever eat with cheese. I love cheese. I love cheese gone to bed. But I don't eat beef, so you can't get me eat beef patty in our own cheese patty business. But apparently it's nice. Come with the rest of the ricotta. As I say, I like to double up. Some people like to layer it separately. I do that sometimes. But for this time, I am using it like this. Get it all in. Get it in. Some parts. Get it in. For the final layer, and this is where all the cheesy goodness will come in. The top layer doesn't look that bad after all. Ooh, I hope I don't break these. There. Oh, there. I might need to grate some more of the mild cheddar, and also try and cut some more slices of the mozzarella. This is now sealed. I need a little piece right there to seal it. So that look sealed. That looks sealed. I am now going to get my mozzarella slices. As I said, I might need some more. I am going to need some more. I'm going to need a lot more. So I'm going to cut some more. Them cut here come out better than the other one. You can use whatever cheese you want for your top layer. You can use the shredded if you so desire, but I like the stretchy one. When it melts, it actually covers the entire thing. So hence I'm using this one. And basically I used half of the block, if you look at it that way. So that's a lot of cheese. I won't be eating it, but that's a lot of cheese. Then I'm going to top this off with some, whoa, I can't get this open, some dried parsley. Just sprinkle some. Because I want when this is melted, it melts in it. And then I am going to grate up some more of the mild cheddar. Not a lot. Just grate up some more of the mild cheddar over this, and then I'll just stick it in the oven. Ooh, this looks so good. So that's that. So grated. Where's my pan? I took parm. This is a lot of cheese, you know. And yeah. So that's it. I'm going to stick this in the oven and then I'll take it out. Looking at the oven. Just take a good look. So people, the lasagna is out of the oven, as you can see. I am not certain how I am going to get this out. Alright. To get it out. So I am trying my utmost best not to ruin this. Ooh, look at that goodness. The stretchiness of that cheese. Oh my. Piece got stuck in it. I think I can get this up now. It looks real good though. Piece got stuck. I think it's from this side. Just trying to put it back. See that melt? The cheese actually run down and cover the layer. This one kind of sloppy. Yeah, it's kind of sloppy because it fell apart when I was taking it out. What? Last one. Let me try again. Oh look, you can actually see the layer there. So yeah, I am going to share this 4 plates for them, and I'll have them taste and see what it is like. Amen. Alright, so y'all are my guinea pigs. As I said before, I don't eat beef, so I did not taste anything in the making of this lasagna. So baby's having, yes, you can eat. A Johnny, Taji, and Tassie. So this is
But
beef.
it's nice.
It nice? Is it you want? Give him a piece of the beef now. Oh. Give him a piece of the beef. Y'all need knives? Cut it.
Out of 10.
What? 10? Tassia?
10.
I would say 9.
Everything is cooked. 9. So I got
What that
2
mean?
9s. You're giving me.
What that mean?
Israel, I know you're going to give me 10 out of 10. But anyways, you guys can get knives, you know, and cut it. So y'all are having dinner and I'm just here. I'm going to eat a banana. That's my dinner.